at this point, it's all too common that we hear these stories.
2 deadly shootings in Seattle's SoDo neighborhood. What we know about the search for suspects tonight. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Madison Wade. This is thousands of fans flood the area for All-Star Week. We have team coverage tonight.
I'm Jake Garcia, and we're live at Lumen Field watching the celebrities warm up ahead of the celebrity softball game. Hear from Kenny Mayne coming up next in sports.
And I'm Erica Zuko live at Play Ball Park, where there are plenty of events and activities for fans to enjoy, whether you're headed to the games or not.
And just in time for All-Star Week, our forecast is looking gorgeous. I'll show you how a little bit of a morning marine push could impact your day tomorrow.
It is day 2 of All-Star Week in the Emerald City. Today is packed with events at both Lumen Field and T-Mobile Park, all building up to the main event of the Midsummer Classic on Tuesday, the All-Star Game. The first event of the day at T-Mobile, the All-Stars Futures Game, is already underway. That will be followed by the All-Star Celebrity Softball Game. We have team coverage on those events and fans across Seattle getting into the baseball spirit. We will check in with King 5's Jake Garcia and Erica Zuko in less than 3 minutes. But first tonight, we begin with safety around Seattle's SoDo neighborhood tonight, with thousands of fans pouring into the area for All-Star Week. Not even 24 hours into the event, we are tracking 2 deadly shootings, both less than 1.5 miles from T-Mobile Park. We've marked them here on the map for you. The first happened last night at 11:30 on 4th Avenue South and South Lander Street outside the Shell Station. Police were called to the second one on Airport Way South near Old Rainier Brewery just after 9 this morning. King 5's Connor Board is joining us live from where the most recent shooting happened. And Connor, what do we know about these crimes right now?
Well, we know that as of right now, no one has been arrested in connection to either of these deadly shootings. Now, both shootings just happened minutes away from where hundreds of police officers are staffed for the All-Star Game. There has been a lot of activity in Seattle's SoDo neighborhood with All-Star Week festivities near T-Mobile Park and other community events just about a mile down the road at the Old Rainier Brewery.
What do you want to do?
That's where Trent Mignano owns Old Habits Barbershop.
There's a whole bunch of types of markets and things that are happening here all the time.
But today, police activity in SoDo has been high too.
2 different shootings. One last night down the street at like 11, and then one this morning right around the corner at like 9 a.m.
2 deadly shootings, one outside the Shell Station half a mile from T-Mobile Park, and the other just a few minutes away outside the Old Rainier Brewery. As of the end of May in Seattle's SoDo neighborhood, there have been 3 shootings so far this year with no deaths. But now in one 12-hour period, 2 deadly shootings have changed that statistic.
I think that any major city that is experiencing such a rapid growth, displacement of people, lots of substance abuse, you can expect that combination to eventually attribute to crimes.
Citywide, as of the end of May, there have been 270 shootings this year. 18 of them have been deadly. Seattle's Police Chief Adrian Diaz launched a new task force last month aimed at reducing what he calls increasing gun violence. He just said yesterday this is still a priority during All-Star Week.
We are still having our community violence task force that is still playing a role in addressing the overall level of violence.
The violence is something Trent wishes wasn't happening in a city that he loves, but it's something he does not believe will be solved soon.
No, I'm not hopeful for any major changes at this point, unfortunately. It's just, it comes with living in a city like this.
Now, the only information the police have released about the victims in these 2 separate shootings is that they were both men and they both died at the scene. In Seattle's SoDo neighborhood, Connor Board, King 5 News.
Troopers of the Washington State Patrol are also working straight through Tuesday in King County because of the All-Star events. It's all part of mandatory work days put in place by the State Patrol. That way, troopers will be able to respond to any incident throughout the week. Let's get down to the ballpark now. King 5 is located in the perfect spot for All-Star Week. just happened to be right across the street from T-Mobile Park. So take a look at all the fans we've seen moving through our area tonight. We have team coverage on today's events and fans coming down to downtown Seattle. Let's start with King 5's Jake Garcia. Jake.
Madison, we're live at Lumen Field. We just got done watching the celebrities warm up ahead of the celebrity softball game. Let me rephrase that. Some of them were trying to warm up. I guess that's what happens when you get actors, comedians, and musicians trying their hand at swinging a baseball bat. We'll get to that in just a bit. But first, Mariners of old got an up-close look at Mariners of new today in the Futures game. The coaching staff really looked like a yearbook filled with Seattle legends. They were taking in the next generation of Mariners prospects, their eyes mostly on two of them. Harry Ford and Jonathan Clase got the start for the American League side today. They were teammates and roommates at the start of the year in High A Everett. Clase has since graduated to Double A Arkansas. Ford, meanwhile, has had a blur of a second season in pro baseball. It started with the World Baseball Classic, and he's now the top-ranked Mariners prospect in the organization. He's left an impression on two of his coaches as well. Harold Reynolds and Dave Valley shared a story with us from the pregame meal today.
I'm standing with Dan Wilson and Harold Reynolds and Jay Buhner, and he comes over, and he had just gotten his plate of food for breakfast, like we're all having a big, gigantic breakfast.
And we're like, hey, you got to go eat breakfast, man. The breakfast line's thinning out.
Go eat, because I need you strong and ready to play.
He's like, this is my food. You know, he was sitting there soaking in the knowledge.
He goes, I'm standing with Dan Wilson and Dave Valley and Jay Buhner and Harold. He's like, this is where I want to be.
Coming up in an hour, first pitch of the celebrity softball game at T-Mobile Park. Some big names taking the field tonight between Brett Boone, Trey Griffey, Zach Levine, and Jenny Finch. Mina Kimes and Kenny Mayne are on the call. Kenny said it's an assignment he'll have a lot of fun with.
We're just going to say stupid things, hopefully borderline entertain the crowd. Just keep the game moving because, you know, not everybody there. It's not like a major league game where most people know the shortstop, right? Here, we're sort of introducing, although they're very good list of names, I don't mean it that way. It's just not everyone in the stands who's a baseball fan knows the TikTok person.
As avid SportsCenter viewers will know, Kenny Mayne is a part-time comedian. There's some actual comedians taking the field at T-Mobile Park in right around an hour. One of them, Seattle's own Joel McHale. He used to star right here on King 5 on Almost Live. That show was taken off the air around 5 years ago. McHale said, there's no hard feelings. I'm Jake Garcia. Right now, we're going to send it over to Erica Zucco, who has more All-Star coverage.
Yeah, Jake, the energy has been building here all throughout the day with fans from here in Washington and all across the country. It started off with an opening day ceremony welcoming fans to Seattle.
They're getting a taste of our secret sauce. Our secret sauce are our people. And we love our country, we love our city, we love our people, we love baseball.
And it's a chance for Seattle to show itself off to the nation and to share our love of baseball.
Come on.
This week,
keep it coming.
Seattle.
Come on, hey, over here.
Swings for the fences.
How you doing, sir?
To welcome baseball lovers
to
the city that believes.
This is a great city, not only just for baseball, but sports in general.
Fans from near and far took a first crack at the offerings within Play Ball Park at Lumen Field. It was a chance to celebrate the love of the sport, alongside others who feel a sense of community in America's pastime.
Once in a lifetime experience right now.
Yeah.
It don't happen that often, so especially in our hometown. So
right.
Happy to be here.
There's a shared sense of the magic, but for some, moments like these mean even more.
History. Samuel Allen and Pedro Sierra played in the Negro League in the late 50s.
Allen's daughter knows how much baseball meant to him and the mark he made in history.
The challenges that they overcame when playing baseball before there was mass transportation, riding on the bus, hearing the stories, they sacrificed a lot. But they had the love of the game.
That love of the game?
It's America's sport.
Something everyone here can understand. This week, a chance to revel in it. And the area is still packed with crowds right now. Play Ball Park will be open until 8 o'clock tonight and open back up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Live from Play Ball Park, Erica Zucco, King 5 News.
Erica, thank you. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Sunday will be focused on the future. The MLB draft will take over Lumen Field, and Monday night it is the Home Run Derby. And Tuesday is the big day with the red carpet at Pike Place Market before the All-Star Game happens in the evening. For a complete list of the All-Star Week events, check out the King 5 Guide. All you have to do is text MLB to 206-448-4545, and we will send you a link right to your phone. Our other top sports headline right now, U.S. soccer legend and OL Reign star Megan Rapinoe makes a major announcement today. King 5's Chris Egan is joining us now live with that story, Chris.
All right, Madison. Yeah, the U.S. national team and OL Reign soccer star made it official today. Megan Rapinoe says she will retire at the end of the 2023 National Women's Soccer League season. Rapinoe is a two-time World Cup winner, and she will be playing in her fourth and final World Cup this summer. Rapinoe also helped the U.S. win a gold medal in the 2012 Summer Games. In addition to her many on-field achievements, Rapinoe is also well known for her work on social issues, including pay equity. In 2022, she became the first soccer player to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
I could have just never imagined where this beautiful game would have taken me. I feel so honored to be able to have represented this country and this federation for so many years.
Whether it's going through the equal pay fight, going through, standing up for marginalized communities and backgrounds, she's someone who is going to stand up when, for that when it's not always a popular opinion, and she's stuck to that, and I respect her so much.
Since making the U.S. women's national team in 2006, Rapinoe has won 199 caps, and she was described by U.S. Soccer as one of the most impactful figures in the history of soccer in the U.S. Coming up at 6:30, Julie Calhoun will have reaction from local soccer fans about Rapinoe's big retirement announcement. Madison?
Chris, thank you. Still ahead on King 5, our all-star coverage continues. The new Japanese-American baseball experience now available to fans. And some changes on Pike Street near Pike Place Market may change how you get down to the park. We'll explain.